Nitrate power. You're in the dog zone for an hour. Come on. You know the number. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. Yeah, 9,000.
Welcome to the Zzone 9000, the official podcast of 1-900 Hot Dog, America's last comedy website. I'm Robert Brockway, and I learned that I'm somebody. And, with me is somebody's fool, Seanbaby!
Treat her right. Treat your mama right.
I'm searching frantically. We don't have that on the soundboard?
That's fucking crazy. That's okay, I know the whole thing. Mother, there is no other like mother. So treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan that she let out the day that I was born.
If you're waiting for me to interrupt this, I'm not going to.
O is for the oven where she stayed up.
That was ghostwritten. Author.
Hold on. Before we introduce our illustrious guest, that was ghostwritten by Ice-T, I think. Citation needed, but I think you can look that up.
I didn't know that.
And that's true. All right.
Well, she's not allowed to have an opinion until we introduce her. So let me just bring her in and then we'll immediately ask. It's our guest. She's an author, artist, podcaster, shit poster to the stars and beyond. It's Merritt K.
Hey, thanks for having me back. I love to start an episode with an impression of another race. I feel like that's...
Does it count with
that's
Mr.
always fun.
That's such a distinct... It's like doing Tone Loc. It's like, if there's racial overtones...
What's do Tone Loc? And do Tone Loc and then I can just... And then I'll judge, you know.
Okay, let's see. Does that sound right? It's just the start. I think I start with a throat sing. That's like my anchor word is just throat singing.
Yeah, I can only picture him as like an animated lizard trying to divorce someone. That's sort of my only point of contact. So I think that's about right.
Next to a talking butt is how I picture him, and that's an honest.
I've learned to stop scolding Seanbaby for doing this and just, record him and keep it for my private uses.
Are you still gathering compromat?
Oh yeah, never stopped.
How many Shaq impressions do you think it would take to get me thrown in jail? Because you must have dozens of hours.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do have 17 files here named Seanbaby's Shaq impression, and they are each an hour long.
You go to bed listening to them, I'm sure. It's probably a really soothing.
Well, I can just to know what I have. It's just it's just in the effort of I don't get off on it if that's what you're.
It was implied, yeah.
But Merritt, where can we find more from you?
I have nothing to plug right now. I'm doing this.
Oh, fuck.
This one's on the house. I have a mailing list. Just go to buttondown.com/Merritt K. I send one email a year because I only activate it and have to pay for it when I have something to actually promote. So just buy Robert's book. Just do that.
Ooh, good plug.
He is going to jail, I think, the last I heard.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to wind up in prison here. Before that happens, Sean, what would you like to plug today?
I should plug 1-900hotdog.com. It's hours and hours of my Shaq impressions for children and wives. Go there. Patreon.com/1-900hotdog.
But it's okay because they're in text. They're in classic text.
Yeah, but you can tell they're problematic.
Yeah, he uses a real.
I'll put apostrophes in places where you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
dude?
really affecting it, like in The Secret Man, when he tried to transcribe that interaction he had with a gang member.
I keep telling Sean, you shouldn't have different fonts for different races. It should all be the one font, but he's stuck in his ways. He's stuck in his ways. He doesn't mean any harm by it. Merritt's right. I am legally obligated to promote my new book. It's called I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200. It is out. It's out now. No pre-order things, whatever. You don't have to say Robert 15 unless you want to.
Robert 15.
Go get it. Go to your local bookstore. See if they have it. If they don't, burn it down. Burn it to the ground.
I like this new thing we're doing where we advocate for arson. I feel like that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that is what I'm doing. See,
you can only get so wet, right? You're already going to jail.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And you know what? Going to jail for advocating arson sounds way better than didn't do a good enough job promoting my book.
It will get you more cred for sure.
Maybe that's what I'm pivoting to.
Is there anything else you want to scold us about, Merritt, before we get started?
I mean, I'm a notorious scold online. I'm always doing it, constantly. And I love doing it. It's the best. Yeah, buy Robert's book. I'm not just saying that because I die in it. That is cool, though.
It is pretty cool.
And, a book, like people are like, oh, I have so many books already. You're not buying a book to read it, right? You buy a book as a promise of like, maybe one day I will be the kind of person who reads this. And I think that's beautiful. So you're buying that kind of like mental, emotional benefit. Think of it that way and just buy the book.
That's all right. Everything that you're way better at this. Everything that she just said instead of all of the things that I said. Just strike off don't burn anything down unless it's funny. Do all that beautiful stuff Merritt said about, making a promise to your future self with my book. Do that. Today, that's not what we're doing today. Today, we're talking about America. Not to get too political here, but I worry that we as a country have lost our moral center some. I think it's the Nazi death squads.
That makes sense. Probably when you say it like yeah. Now that you mention it.
Like no, you know what it is? It's the concentration camps. Wait. It's the pedophile ring that rules everything. I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to get too political here. I'm just saying that, like, I think America.
But we're against these things, right?
Yeah. Generally against them.
Sounds pretty woke.
Can't believe we have to come out and say that. That's wild.
It's a bold stance. You don't want to divide your audience,
Right.
Yeah. So if you're part of an elite pedophile ring, we don't need your business. I know that's bold of me, since that's everybody with money.
As it turns out.
But here we are. And I think we have a solution. I think it's been right at our fingertips. And I think it's watching the Mr. T cartoon. The one that ran from 3 seasons from 1983 to 1985. And every single episode, as was the style at the time, opened and closed. They did both, opened and closed, with a live action segment teaching us some kind of moral that they insisted, often hilariously, was the moral of the episode.
I'm glad you brought that up because they didn't line up too well.
No, they didn't. They didn't always line up, but I think they're worth talking about. When we choked
those wild dogs in the woods, that taught us about teamwork. Okay.
All right. So I have asked, all of us have picked an episode. I've asked Merritt and Sean to pick the morals that they feel the United States needs most right now. And explain how Mr. T thinks we should best implement those to save America from fascism. I asked them to explicitly do all of those things, and they're going to say how they did that now. Okay. Who wants to go first? Who wants to bring your episode? We'll talk about your episode and how it can save America from the Nazis.
I'm happy to go first, Merritt, but if you'd like to, please, I insist.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay. I obviously chose the Ninja Mystery. All the Mr. T episodes were just the something mystery, and I can't think of a better mystery than Ninja Mystery. And his lesson, it opens on him on an exercise bike. And the lesson he's given is, he's basically saying, don't try to be a movie star with just charm and luck. Like, things take hard work. And I think Mr. T might be the most uniquely wrong person to give this lesson. Because Mr. T he's tough and everybody loves him. But like, when he tries to act, like truly execute the craft of acting, it's not his strong point. He does not have the training. He's just been doing stuff to get attention. And I know this because I've read his autobiography. And his big break was winning a toughest bouncer competition. And to give you an example of his idea of hard work and training, he wore a turban, not because he was a Sikh or protecting his perm or anything. He just did it because it was more interesting to be a guy in a turban than not a guy in a turban. And he also didn't eat for a couple days. He didn't have any good tips on why that was a great idea. He just said he wanted to be hungry, and I think he got tangled up in that metaphor. So
I love that. He's a hungry guy, and he has a distinct turban advantage in kind of a
yeah.
non-turban wearing field, you know?
You know what else you can get tangled up in? A turban. It all ties
It
together.
all ties together.
He's a genius.
He did retcon a lot of meaning into his style choices. Like, for example, in his special Be Somebody's Fool, he said that his mohawk was from the Mandinka tribe, his African heritage. But it actually wasn't even meant to be a T. It was only a mohawk because the barber fucked it up. He wanted it to be a T so that when people said, "Oh, who's this guy?" he would just lower his head and you'd see a T on the top of his head. But they fucked that up. It just turned into a mohawk. He said he wore the chains to symbolize his slave ancestry. That's also not true. He just was a bouncer and he would tear gold chains off of dudes all the time, and they would just put all the gold chains on Mr. T. That's the origin of that. Anyway, my point is, his career is a tumbling accident, and here he is on an exercise bike saying, "Hey, you can't just hope things go your way."
Speaking of tumbling accidents, he does not look great on that exercise bike. He has to hold those chains down. He's making a lot of noise.
It's not the best outfit to wear to the gym. No,
Yeah.
his hands are held up with a rope. Again, he could get a belt. He's just decided rope is more interesting than belt.
And
So anyway.
God damn it, he's right.
So here's the plot of the show. This lesson ties into the plot of the show kind of okay. Because one of the gymnasts wants to be a movie star. I think they're in New York, if I'm remembering. They're arguing about who has the best pizza. Is it Mario or Luigi? And I don't even know if this is a Nintendo reference. This might just be the only Italian names the author knew. A ninja attacks a building to steal diamonds. And he jump kicks two security guards, which is kind of unusual for 1983. Like, you normally could not kick somebody in a cartoon. So this was Mr. T's just like, I don't give a shit. Have the ninja kick those guys.
Do you think it's because if he's masked, then it's not a person?
That's kind of the Ninja Turtle rule, right? Or the G.I. Joe rule.
Because you could hit a robot.
Yeah. If they have a mask, that counts as robot. That's an 80s cartoon rule. So ninja drives away on a motorcycle. Which is awesome. But he drives straight into Mr. T's bus, which is the worst possible thing he could have done because the bus crashes. I mean, it's just Mr. T saves his life by moving the bus out of the way. But then Mr. T gets out and chases him on foot. And this is bad news for the ninja, but he's a ninja, remember, so he just vanishes. Now the Asian girl on the team, Kim, she uses her photographic memory and her Asian heritage to know what a ninja is. But it's 1983, and I think ninja was probably the 7th most used word in the English language at the time.
Now, if we could talk about Kim for a second.
Please.
There's a whole colorful gang of characters here, like all of the children on Mr. T's gymnastics team, which is the core premise of this series, is that Mr. T is the coach of a gymnastics team. If he ever did a flip, he would lose $15,000. Like, there's just nobody I could think of worse for a gymnastics team. Like boxing, some wrestling, it's right there.
Right.
Do anything. But
He would land in a Gordian knot. They would be like, we have to shoot you in the head, Mr. T. We can't undo this tangle you're in.
somebody's got to come along and cut you in half, and we'll all applaud for his lateral thinking. So he's got this team of children, and you're like, if this is your first episode, and you're watching this, and you're like, oh, I see, we're doing racial superpowers. We got Kim as the Asian with her photographic memory.
Yeah.
We got, I don't know what the other ones, there's going to be a leprechaun somewhere on this. But as they go through it, I haven't watched every single episode. No, it's just Kim.
Just Kim has the power. Yeah, and I guess that shows some restraint on their part that they don't have like an Irish kid whose power is drinking, which would be
Incredible luck,
opportunity,
Sean.
yeah.
incredible luck. He's also a leprechaun.
You've seen you've seen the 80s. You know what they would do. I think it's worse. I think it's worse to have one that's like you've got your race-based powers, and she's like, okay, well, as long as everybody's got them. Hold on. The black kid just likes photography? No. What are we doing? I'm not doing the photographic memory thing.
But he doesn't have a camera, so he has to steal the camera from the redhead.
We'll get to it.
Yeah. Robin, the redhead, she's like, how is there a ninja here and not Japan's ancient past? So that she just can't understand that people could just dress up like a ninja and do cool shit. Despite the fact that that's the only thing on TV in 1983.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a hunk actor named Tom Germain, and he's staying at the same hotel as the kids. So the aspiring actor in the group is like, this is my big break. And whatever, he's a kid. He doesn't know that like you can't just run up to Tom Selleck and say, hi, I'm an actor. Because he does that.
This was the 80s.
Yeah, I guess that's how Mr. T like got his big break. And in this very cartoon, that's what happens to Mr. T.
It used to work.
So he goes up and he's like, hey, I'm an actor. And this guy's like, sure, great, kid, whatever. Like, I'm not a casting director. I'm just the dude in the movies. You know, we're not going to fuck. You get that, right, kid? Like, is that what you're asking? Because anyway, I'm just kidding. He says, yeah, right. I'm not in charge of casting, kid, but lose that shirt and meet me in my hotel room. That's in the cartoon. That really happened. Okay, so there's a gymnastics competition that's what they're there for. They travel the country to these competitions, and a ninja robs the box office at the children's gymnastics competition.
I love that's like, they have to work that into everything because it's like, obviously they're just doing Scooby-Doo, right? They're just doing like solving mysteries. But Scooby-Doo had like a reason, like that was their thing. They solved mysteries. This is like, okay, it's like they got a note from on high that's like, okay, it has to be a gymnastics team, but we do want them to solve crimes.
Right.
Touring children's gymnastics team led by Mr. T. Like,
and they just
I guess
keep
Like, it feels like the problem they were trying to solve was just like, why would Mr. T be traveling around with children?
Right.
Oh, I've got it. He's the coach of a roving gymnastics team.
like just make them orphans that he adopted.
Yeah.
And forced to fight crime with him.
I don't think it occurred to me that was weird until I was like 35 years old. It's just like such a normal thing in the 80s to just have a crime fighting team of gymnastics with you.
It's like, gold chain rules. Like if he kicks you out of his bar, he keeps your child. And these are all of the children that he's stacked up.
If this took place in space, it wouldn't be any more or less weird. It would just be the fucking white noise of 80s cartoon. The ninjas, he runs directly onto the floor where like 10,000 people are watching. There's a packed stadium for this gymnastics competition. And he just starts climbing a rope. And the kids are like, we're going to go fucking kill that ninja. And so now it's ninja versus children in front of 10,000 people. And the ninja cuts the rope. He tries to kill these kids. And they fall from like 80 feet, but they grab the high bar, do some gymnastics. Mr. T chases him to the roof. But again, he's a ninja, so he just vanishes. Now get ready for that. That's the show. Whenever they have an action sequence, something will just sort of happen that makes it like not a thing anymore. Like someone will just leave is generally how a Mr. T fight scene ends. In this case, it kind of works because he's a ninja. But yeah, they can't take prisoners. They don't have like a cage to keep the ninja in should they capture him.
You can't. I don't think in 1985 you could show a bunch of children like leg locking a man to death.
God,
I don't think. I
feel like that's
allowed.
most of the media we consumed was children fighting ninjas.
It's true, but they were usually robots.
There is a creepy moment here where the ninja grabs the teen girl in the leotard for just a few seconds of hostage. He's like, "I'll kill the girl," and then he just leaves. Didn't like that. The movie star guys, he doesn't want to catch the ninja. He's like, this sucks. I'm sorry, my notes are very confusing because I'm trying to describe an 80s cartoon with an adult brain. So the aspiring actor runs up to the movie set. And he's like, look, guys, I want to be in your movie, and does like some flips or whatever. He like goes straight through their table while they're just trying to relax. And Mr. T's like, sorry, I'll get this kid out of here. And like I mentioned earlier, he's like, who are you? You're in my next movie, mister. And again, that's... The lesson is not
like literally, wow,
not to expect this exact thing to happen to you.
And also
like,
exactly what Mr. T.
Right.
Yes.
Because everyone had the same idea in the 80s. They saw Mr. T and they're like, I'm putting you in something. I don't care what it is. So they see a stuntman do a fall and they run up in the middle of shooting and they're like, hey, wow, that was great. Tom Selleck. And he's like, no, I'm not Tom Selleck. I'm a stuntman, you fucking idiot. I have to explain to you what a stuntman is. And the actor kid's like, I can do what you do. And he's like, no, fuck you. And he's obviously the bad guy. We find out later he is the ninja. Sorry for the spoiler alert. It's still a mystery to the kids. So Robin says, hey, I bet the chubby middle-aged hotel manager, remember him? He couldn't lift the suitcase. I bet he's the ninja because he's Japanese. And the Asian girl's like, Jesus Christ.
I see what this is now.
And that isn't the lesson. Like the lesson isn't like
the lesson isn't
don't
racial stereotyping
people as the ancient warriors of their country of origin.
It's look to see if they're physically fit enough for the crime that you're committing them of. Like
It could be like a John Wick 4 situation, like he's Scott Adkins in a fat suit. But no, he is just a chubby middle-aged hotel manager. Anyway, the kids go out and they immediately find the ninja. This is the third time in 2 days they've run into the one ninja in New York. They're like Angela Lansbury and how she just goes from town to town and there's always a murder. That's like their luck.
Like there was only one ninja in New York City in the 1980s.
And yeah, ridiculous.
Like 30% of the population.
He throws a throwing star at them to turn off the lights. And so they all just tackle the nearest shadow. And it's clearly Mr. T, and he beats the shit out of these kids, like, wordlessly. He doesn't beat them and say, like, hey, kids, you got to stop beating me. I'm Mr. T, not the ninja. So he wanted to do this. That's what it says in my notes. He knew this was his only chance to kill these kids. Anyway, the hotel manager shows up, and he's like, I pee my pants all the time. My pacemaker hurts. I suck so hard. And the white girl's finally like, okay, fine. He's not the ninja.
He's not the ninja.
Not sorry for being racist.
Pacemaker.
Like, all right, I'm starting.
He's soaked in urine.
I'm starting to see where I was wrong. I'm stupid. Still racist, but okay. Anyway, the ninja star's like labeled movie set, so they're like, "Hey, this is from that movie set." And so they decide.
I like how they didn't mention until now that the movie's about ninjas.
Right.
Apparently,
what movie wasn't in the air? That's what I'm trying to say.
That's true. Yeah.
They decide that the ninja did the diamond robberies to distract from the stealing of the film, because they go there and like the film is missing and they're like, oh, the diamonds, that was a smoke screen to cover their true crime of bootlegging half a ninja movie before post-production. So now the ninja's following them, and they want to get rid of they want to like separate the team. So they call the cocky actor kid and they're like, hey kid, come to Coney Island in the middle of the night for a movie role. And he goes there and it's like a Scooby-Doo death trap for just like 1 second.
I love going to suspicious places in the middle of the night for movie roles.
For movie roles. Yeah. He never says.
This child was going to die sooner or later. Yeah. Like sometimes it's Darwinism, man.
I mean, but that's what's so great about New York, you know? Like the public infrastructure is so good that you can take the train at midnight to Coney Island to get killed by a ninja bootlegger. Like, you just can't do that in most American cities.
Exactly.
You can't do that anymore because of woke. Woke took that from us.
Because of woke. I do like that we're this far into this. This was like season 3, episode 7, and he hadn't done a lesson on it. Hey, when you get a phone call, go to Coney Island.
Again, that's not the lesson. Is don't listen. If somebody calls you and says, "Hey, kid, you want to be in a movie? Come to the abandoned amusement park alone." Don't listen to that. It would have been a better lesson.
So this was kind of a dick tease of a scene, in that like a giant clown head pops out at him and you're like, oh my God, he's made like a full Joker death trap carnival. But then nothing else happens and the ninja just jumps on the kid. And like, all right. Yeah. I'm like, come on. Anyway, the ninja has a hostage now. So that'll make it easier. If he has to fight the kids, there'll be like one less kid. The other kids find him immediately because he says, hey guys, like during the hostage phone call, he's like, I want pizza. And they're like, oh, he mentioned pizza. So he must be at the place that doesn't have pizza. The hot dog place.
The one place that doesn't have pizza in New York City.
Right. I promise.
Like the only one.
I promise it doesn't make sense. I'm not fucking around to make it sound like the cartoon's stupid. It really is stupid. He drops into the ocean when they find him. And they pull him out of the ocean. He finally realizes he's being an asshole. But like, I don't know. Was he? He's an idiot, but he just didn't want to annoy anyone, right? He doesn't like wake everybody up. Guys, I'm going to Coney Island. He's like, no, I'll see him in the morning. He didn't betray anybody, is my point.
I think they were probably just sick of it. He seems like he got this call a lot. Like every town they're in, somebody's giving him a call to meet him somewhere abandoned. They're like, just, you know what? Just go. Maybe you'll have fun this time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where you belong.
The show was trying to play it off like he really did a terrible thing, but it was mostly just unsafe for him. Anyway,
again, not the lesson. The lesson wasn't tell your friends before you go somewhere.
Nope. Which I think is a great lesson. The ninja's escaping on a motorcycle. Mr. T jumps on a horse-drawn cart And he's like, let me drive to the guy who owns the thing. And the guy's like, Jesus, okay. Because he's just scared. He's just terrified of Mr. T. The ninja jumps on the tramway and Mr. T jumps after him and they have a tram fight. Hell yes. Again, big dick tease. Mr. T just grabs the first jump kick and throws the guy. Tears off his mask. It's the stuntman from earlier, obviously. He's the only other character other than the hotel manager. So, yeah, I think we solved the mystery earlier.
I like that ninjutsu simply does not work on Mr. T.
Nothing works on Mr. T.
I mean, look, it was developed in a very different context, right? Like, everyone in feudal Japan was, what, like 5'5", 5'6", probably? And,
tops. I'd have to watch that episode of Deadliest Warrior, but they'll have the exact stats on that.
Right. Yeah, they just had never, had to deal with a kind of a Mr. T-sized threat.
Yeah. And that solid center of balance from all that gold.
All that
makes
gold.
him immune to flying
Can't knock
kicks.
him over.
It's more powerful than bronze armor, and it's layered, too, so it absorbs impact and stab.
Yeah, they did find a way to enter that into his chart.
Yeah, Mr. T's Deadliest Warrior page. Like, you can't put him on that spreadsheet. It'll break it.
1,000-0 against Ninja. So Vince actually gets a part as a background actor, and when he's done, they rap, and he was just standing back there. I think he gets a line, but the other kids are like, that wasn't fucking anything. You suck. You're barely in this movie. And he's like, yeah, guys, you have to start somewhere. It's my first acting role. They just met me. And then it cuts away from the cartoon to Mr. T going, he thought he'd be a star, but he was wrong. You think someone's going to hand you something? And the kid was working so hard to get that role. He was happy to pay his dues. The last thing he was doing was sitting around and waiting for someone to hand him something. And Mr. T's still going talent's not enough. You need education. It's education. And anyway, I don't disagree with his lesson, but it is a world champion performance of being the wrong guy to deliver the message at exactly the wrong time. Because the example given was a guy working really hard and paying his dues to follow his dreams.
There's no way you could have explained that to Mr. T that wouldn't have ended with you just turned inside out. I'm imagining you as
no way.
As a writer on the show trying to be well, the dramatic irony here, Mr. T, you see, and that's you're already just eating his fist.
Right. Mr. T, have you ever had an acting role where you played something other than Mr. T? He just... How'd you get your big break? Eating an onion and arm wrestling? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah. Oh, it says here, how'd you get your big break? Being Mr. T is what it says here.
I mean, it seems obvious now, of course, but at the time, no one had ever been Mr. T before, so someone had to do it, right?
It's true. He did have to invent that.
It is Mr. T, it works, whatever it works. But if you walk down Venice Beach, you'll see 70 failed Mr. T's per block of just a guy who's I'm doing stuff. Why aren't I a Mr. T? Every choice on me is weird. Look, there's a lizard on this shoulder. That's a Mr. T thing, right? It's whatever he did very specifically worked, and thousands of people try to do it every day.
Got a pineapple hat, and I only speak in rhyme, and that's not enough? It's not enough?
Weirdo, I mean, just the rate of inflation in terms of being a weirdo is just tremendous. At this point, it's so hard to break into that industry.
Yeah.
And I've tried, but it's just so densely crowded. It's crazy.
Yeah, we actually need you to be a criminal.
Yeah,
weirdo.
right.
You have to actually be out there. It has to be illegal to be you. For you to get famous here. I wonder how the process of writing these went. Clearly, it seems like Mr. T, when they do the live action segment, it doesn't seem like that's really that's not scripted very well. He's just kind of saying stuff. And the children don't seem to know how to react to him. All of this is ostensibly 2 or 4 children, and sometimes there are children in the scene with him. And they just deer in the headlights, have no idea what to do with any of this information. There's no way any of this. Do you think he did the live segments and then they tried to write an episode around it and we're I don't know, something about ninjas? He's completely insane.
I would think that they would do the live action after, because they did feel a little forced, but someone tried to make it relevant and then gave up, or it was just beyond them.
But then that means that you're writing a cartoon and saying, Mr. T, sit down for 20 minutes and watch this cartoon about you. Do you think he watched that cartoon about himself? Because I don't think he did.
No way. He did one take in the audio booth. Like, it's hard to criticize his voice performance enough. Like, they'll be chasing a guy, and Mr. T will be like, "We'll get after him." You're like, that's the
Wait, hold on.
That's how you want to deliver that?
Wait, hold on. That was actually him in the... I didn't even look it up. I
Yeah.
assumed...
Yep.
I assumed so hard
Yep.
that wasn't him because it was such a bad job. It didn't sound like him. Didn't have any of his charm.
At all, yeah.
They really got him to say some stuff.
I
That's
guess
amazing.
I didn't solve fascism, but that's okay. I think lots of people don't solve fascism.
Well, I mean, we've learned that if you want to be an actor, if you want to be an actor specifically, he did phrase it as not as if you want to be somebody.
Right.
It's if you want to be an actor,
actor.
a big famous actor. You can't just come up to somebody and say, "Hey, I want to be an actor."
Right.
You've got to take the small parts first. And I hoped that helped one child somewhere.
Oh, I would love to meet somebody who's a famous, like if Timothée Chalamet says, "Yeah, I got my start after watching the Ninja Mystery," and like heard the
Yeah,
inspiring
so-
words of,
Listen, maybe Timothée Chalamet will come out against ICE, and he'll be like the voice that will finally tip American culture into taking some action against this, and then he can say, "It's all because of this Mr. T episode,"
Right.
and then I'll give
Yeah.
I'll give that to you.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I'm really glad we're tackling politics finally on our podcast.
It's so important.
It's so important right now.
We went this. It's hard to go back after this. I think it's all going to be this.
It's just, we gotta just talk about the fucking Cheeto and the White House and like another taco moment here.
I could actually be the coolest pedophile without the help of the island pedophile.
It's weird how as soon as you talk about any political term, I just hear it in Dennis Miller's voice. Like I can't hear it in anybody else. It's like a specific kind of brain poison I've gotten from doing this show.
Yeah.
All right, Merritt, Save
Yeah.
America.
Okay, before I do, I just want to point out that Sean's episode was written by Paul Dini,
Oh,
who
wow.
you might know from inventing Harley Quinn
Yeah.
and a bunch of other stuff too. But
Oh man, the
Animation
clues were here. The
royalty.
gymnastics.
the gymnastics, yep. He did some other stuff. Yeah, I mean, so the show was created by Steve fucking Gerber, the guy who invented Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, so I
believe
did this
that.
incredible comic. My next thing, I'm gonna make a Mr. T cartoon.
Get this? Traveling gymnast child theater. And that's
always-
right, they're all ducks.
I've always wanted to meet someone who wrote for Howard the Duck. Guess it never happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, one day, One
For our
day.
listeners, Merritt did write an issue of Howard the Duck.
It was a what
the
if,
bit.
so there's
That's
an
the bit.
asterisk on that in my bio
Okay.
on the Marvel wiki. And all my stuff takes place in a different, because it's a what if, it's like, oh, Earth 6021, this version of the character. And it's like, all right, guys.
But it was plainly researched.
shut up.
You probably put more research into that than most Marvel writers.
I put more research into this than Paul Dini did into who Mr.
Yeah,
T
that's
was.
true. Into what
think.
ninjas are.
So,
he did look up what ninjas are, because that was in the script.
He didn't look up what Mr. T is though, because he said gymnast.
All right.
He said that guy famous. He's got a perfect gymnast body.
It's because he's like, oh, what did gymnasts when they do finish the routine, they put their arms out, right? That's like a T. So he must be. This must be. His
Oh,
thing.
maybe that's where that came
That's where
from.
it came from. How much
That's probably where it came from.
do you think Steve Gerber pitched at first Mr. T as a duck?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe, like, in my heart, I haven't read his entire run of Howard the Duck. I believe in my heart that there is absolutely a duck that looks like Mr. T somewhere
Yep.
in that
I bet
series.
during his pitch deck, he dropped a big thing, a big sign. He's like, "Oh, what's this? A duck? Oh, that's great. Unless I don't.
Huh.
Let's think about this for a second.
You guys ever seen a duck with a mohawk? Well, get ready.
Can we make the duck a dog and just have
If
it
you make
fucking?"
the duck, I promise you, we'll get a movie in 20 years that we'll see duck's
Yes.
tits in. George Lucas will make that happen. So I did the season 2 episode, Mystery of the Panther Man. And I don't know if the episode I watched was just like the recording was weird, but like, is Mr. T's voice higher than I remember in the
doesn't
live
sound
action
like him.
segments?
Yeah, the live action did seem like it might have been pitched up a little, but
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, I noticed the same thing. But also, I think when he's not pissed off, his voice is just a little naturally higher. If he's not pitying a fool,
that might be it.
It's kind of...
Yeah. So this one opens with a bunch of kids like sitting at a picnic table in a park making crafts, and it's kind of impossible to tell what they are. But Mr. T just like walks up and starts complimenting their crafts and says like, "Oh, these are really good. You can sell them in town for extra cash." Like,
I think he says we can sell them.
as if he's the Fagin of a group of macaroni art making urchins. Like, it's
Yes.
which is what the show should have been about.
Yep.
He's got a child workshop. Is what I
Right.
took away from this.
And he's just like, "Oh, I'm going to use that to perfectly segue into my moral, which is it's good to make money, but you shouldn't make money at other people's expense," which I think is a very useful lesson for us today in America. And he says, "Yeah, Jeff tried to do that, and he almost stopped us from solving the mystery of the Panther Men."
This is what I mean by none of these children know what the fuck he's doing. They're like,
I would
they're
have some follow-up questions.
Yeah,
they don't have lines. They're just looking up at him, and it seemed like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to play with my little crafts, and Mr. T will come in and say, "Good job. Well, you can sell these for me later." My Dickensian band of thieves.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I killed the dog crabs. Children, goodbye. Like, wait, what?
You all know Jeff and his Panther
on.
Men, and the children are like, "Mommy, I'm
Panther,
scared,"
sorry?
is the only
Excuse
thing
me?
they could say.
Okay, when I went into this, I didn't realize that this was a show about gymnasts because I guess I wasn't paying attention during like the opening credits, and then also I'm pretty sure the lyrics are just Mr. T. Like,
Yep.
I don't think it explains the premise in the
At all.
There's no like explanatory theme song.
The premise is Mr. T.
Right. But also the show isn't even called like Mr. T and the Fabulous Five
Yeah.
Gymnasts or whatever. It's
No.
just Mr. T.
Just
Yeah.
Mr. T.
If you look up Mr. T IMDb, it'll be like, do you mean the show or the dude?
Right.
It's-
Yeah. And so I was so confused, like because this episode starts with them on like an abandoned island at like a school with no one there, and they're like, "We were supposed to give a presentation at the school on this island." Like, what presentation? And then it turns out later it was supposed to be like a gymnastics presentation. Like,
Yeah, it's not better when you realize what they meant. Like,
Right.
once you have the context, you're like, no, hold on. You were flown to like an abandoned school to give a gymnastics presentation.
yeah.
It really is like they've just got a guy's skull cut open and they're just poking his brain with tasers. Gymnastics competition.
Yeah.
Presentation. The abandoned castle.
They're on this island, which I think is supposed to be in Northern California, in the Bay Area, and they start talking about Panther Men. Like, they just kind of start talking about, like, oh yeah, the Panther Men, the legend of the Panther Men, and you see them very early on. And the Panther Men in this episode look like what I've written down is characters from a Mexican superhero movie porn parody called La Orgia Mística de las Panteras.
Those are good notes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And it seems at first like the Panther Men are transforming into panthers.
Yeah, they
and
look like wizards
the
or
panther
something.
attacks an old man. Mm-hmm. And I do like Mr. T early on, like they're looking around, they're trying to figure out what's happening. And he's like, "Jeff, you check over there. Robin, you stay with me." Like, yeah. Send the shitty boy away and keep the white girl nearby. It turns out everyone left the island because of Panther Men, I guess. Like, they just have fled the island because of Panther Men attacks.
It's crazy
You
that
know
it's a
where I'm
known
gonna-
problem. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know where I'm going to set my mystery of panther attacks? The Bay Area.
the Bay.
Is
yeah,
it the Bay? I
interesting.
thought it was at Manzanita Island, which is like a little like vacation home island in New York in the Hamptons, I think.
It says on Manzanita Island in the San Francisco Bay.
Oh, okay.
So I think they made it up because they didn't, I guess, maybe
Or
they couldn't
just-
legally say that an island had been depopulated by Panther Men attacks.
Just remember, okay, they didn't even know the internet was going to exist. So
Yeah.
you could
That's
just
true.
say shit and never check
Right.
it out and be like, what are they going to do? Call me? I don't care.
Yeah. Right. Who fucking cares?
Did you notice anything strange about the napkin scene? Is that on your
The
notes?
napkin scene.
Because Mr. T finds a stinky napkin.
Oh,
then he,
okay, yes, that's much later on. Yes, I
Okay.
do have that.
Sorry to jump ahead.
Yeah. No, yeah. So basically, we're just like, oh, what's the Panther Man up to? And then Jeff, who is the shitty lead kind of guy, I guess. I don't know if you call him a lead. I mean, he's a white man and he's present, so I think he's sort of in charge by definition. He's like, I could make money off of the Panther Man. And this is going to be sort of the crux of the whole lesson that has nothing to do with the actual episode.
Although that is what's wrong with America.
It's true.
The second he sees like a magical mystery
Right.
of the noble Pantherman, he's like, oh, I can make some fucking money off of this.
He's like, oh, people are leaving the island and disappearing because of this weird threat. And then
I guess both. That's again like the episode I chose. It's kind of just the way America works now. Is like scamming money out of something is like I don't think maybe only 10% of the people even know that's bad at this point. Like,
right.
get your bag. You know what I mean? Like that's how we live our lives now.
Bag culture is just fully taken over.
And the last episode it was just like do stuff to get attention and then hope someone just finds you.
Yeah, that's most of our economy.
Jeff would be doing Pantherman rug pulls, like shitcoin rug pulls today. But his plan is like, oh, this journalist is going to write an article about the Pantherman kidnapping people or scaring people off, and then he's going to get tourists to come to the island and sell Pantherman souvenirs, which I guess.
Then what does Jeff... I don't think there's like a finder's fee for like an article.
Right. No, yeah. Jeff's plan is to make souvenirs.
He was going to get $4,000 for that article. He was going to get more money than most people would think you'd get for an article.
Yes.
But none of that goes to Jeff.
No.
Where's his money gonna come from aside from the article? Because like you're gonna scare people away from the island and then get the like horror freak tourists that want to die. Because I don't think they want stuffed panthers. I don't think that's what they're there for.
He wants to start a Bigfoot industry, but for Panthermen, I think is sort of what he's angling for.
Okay.
So
get,
shirts,
like
the people,
thong panties.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So obviously it becomes clear very early on that we're doing a Scooby-Doo, right? Because a guy shows up to this woman who I guess owns the island somehow and is like, sell me your island. And she's just like, no, I'll never sell you this island, despite the Pantherman attacks. And so this is pretty clearly a Scooby-Doo plot written by a drunk toddler who was told his mother would come back from heaven if he did a good enough job. And he didn't. But
no.
So she's like, no, the ecology, the seals, the baby seals.
I've got a great idea. Seal men.
The only way to kill a Panther Man.
So they find out that the Panthermen are just guys in costumes controlling panthers with dog whistles like 7 minutes into the episode. So that would be like, just for context, that would be like if a third of the way into Scooby-Doo meets the WWF, they found out that the scissor demon of Kennebunkport was just Brutus the Barber Beefcake killing people with scissors. Like, it's just... That's not how this formula works. You don't do that in the first like third of the episode. But
you took good notes.
But I mean, it's all here. Like the downfall of America is here. You got panthers.
Yeah, I mean, we are facing roving panthers just in the streets right now.
That's the major problem with America right now is it's the panther attacks.
God, can you imagine if that was the biggest problem in America?
But we got private islands and we got dog whistles too.
Oh wow, wow. Damn.
It's all here.
It's all
here.
Lining up. It's all here. I just had that Jeff's a stupid bitch for working with the journalist. There's Mr. T tries to punch a panther in the face at one point, and then
that should have worked. I don't know if you've seen many episodes of this, but he has fought bears and sharks, a tiger once, robots. Like because
they were so concerned. They were so concerned about like we cannot show children people punching each other. They'll get ideas. You want to punch a fucking bear? Hell yes.
Hell yes.
And punching animals is okay.
There's a moment I really like where they tell the cops like there's Panthermen everywhere, and the cop is like, ha ha ha, that is so stupid. I am not working with the Panthermen. They don't exist. It's like, okay, buddy.
Yeah. Like, okay, so it's obviously the cop and this developer guy dressing up as Pantherman. Mr. T describes the cat as the Panther escaping by saying, "We had another stray cat looking for a handout," which I don't know what that means. I mean, the cats are like the attack.
Would you say that if
people.
the cat was white?
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. The Matthew McConaughey defense.
Got you with the McConaughey.
Also, there's a character named Spike who we haven't mentioned yet. He's like the little brother of Robin. And I said that Spike sounds like Ash Ketchum gargling Mr. T's balls, which is kind of like an inversion of Mr.
Yeah.
T's usual relationship to balls, right? He's usually the one eating them, which is a great joke if you're 40 years old.
Yeah, that's a
And we're
that
on
was
the
a
internet in
contemporary.
2000, but
One of my contemporaries.
Robin has a great line where they find this fort where the Panther men are ostensibly hiding out, and someone says like, well, that old fort looks like a good place for panthers. And then I think Robin just chimes in like, and Panther men. Like, yeah, that was fucking implied.
Yeah, no shit.
It looks like a great place.
You asshole.
I fucking hate Robin.
Can you just picture all the fucking Panthers up there doing tricks and shit? Oh,
Right.
That kicks ass.
It's a great place for him. So this is the napkin part that you were talking about.
Yes, I loved this.
When Mr. T just finds a rag and shoves it under their bus driver, Miss Bisbee's nose, and says, "Get a whiff of this." Which I feel like we're a week off from seeing happen to a sitting congressperson, but also how does Miss Bisbee immediately clock it as chloroform? Like, she's
Yeah,
like, "That's
it's so
chloroform.
great.
You're a bus driver."
There was a part
this is-
here where he
this is
makes
the
Kim
80s.
smell it. He makes the Asian girl smell it. Because remember, she has a photographic memory. And he says,
Right.
use your photographic memory to determine the smell. I fucking had to pause it and like sit down and just like, oh, like the stupid of that. It just cascaded over my body
Are not giving a shit at
like
this
a
point.
crashing Panther man.
She knows he's her superior, so she can't say, I don't have a fucking smellographic
Yes.
memory. I don't think that's a thing.
Take a, Mr.
But you
T,
can
have you
see
ever
by- on
taken
her
a
face
photo
that
of a
she
smell?
wants to.
No, Mr. T, picture taking a photo of a smell.
Smelleroid, I got you.
It was written by this guy Rick Merwin, who the only other things I can tell that he really wrote. I mean, he wrote a bunch of stuff, but I don't know. Like, I don't think he hit the heights of inventing Harley Quinn. He wrote on the Problem Child cartoon.
Okay.
So, maybe
So
he
it-
wasn't doing his
Knock
best
off
work.
Dennis the Menace. He's not
Right.
a Paul Dini.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, this used to be an industry where I'm assuming that guy made millions of dollars doing this.
Oh, I
Just
mean, I'm
writing.
sure he lived a very comfortable life.
Yeah, just writing on terrible, immediately canceled adaptations of sometimes people.
Writing
and,
fucking Mr. Bogus. Writing
not beloved movies.
like Phantom 2040. That was a good one.
Yeah.
We loved
Yeah.
kids loved
The
the
enduring
Phantom
legacy.
in the
Fucking
90s.
Phantom 2040 bought a guy a mansion. Bought like 6 guys mansions.
Yeah. That
Yeah, probably.
I get so sad thinking about that.
Yeah.
They go to the Panther Castle. Mm-hmm. They find out that the cops working with the Panther Men. They do like a little stealth segment where they have to like dodge the Panther Men, and then I think it's Jeff. They get thrown in jail,
Right.
and Panther jail, and Jeff like says like, "Oh no, the Panther Men thing is all a hoax." Like, but his delivery is just insane.
Oh, my business plan is
Right.
in tatters now.
And
I
his
feel like
face
the
turns bright
article's
red.
safe, right? Oh no,
Right.
he's doing the Bigfoot business, but the article, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
just got
So you
more.
can't
Interesting. There's
sell
now a turn in
Panther
that
Men,
article.
Panther Men keychains with people's names on them anymore.
There's a moment I liked here where Robin was like looking around for clues, and she sees a panther tail dangling in front of her, and she says, "What the hairy heck?" and just grips it with both hands.
Yeah, it's incredible. This character does not want to live. Like, she's just so sick of this life.
Just takes it down her throat. You're like, why would you? What kind of a choice is that, Robin?
Yeah.
We can, Jamie, we can cut that. And also, while I'm talking to you, Jamie, I want like 20 more seconds during that sad silence when we were all contemplating how the world of media was falling apart. Just like really like let that hang. Okay. Back to the podcast.
Add some like whistling wind. Some just
Maybe
howling.
it ends with like a panther roar just to get us back on track.
Oh,
That's good.
Yeah.
Panthers.
It's a castle, Panther Castle. The villains like literally Scooby-Doo run away at one. Like I think they traced the run animation from Scooby-Doo, and then they try to drown Mr. T. They have a room in this castle that like clearly they built because it isn't like ancient. They have a Resident Evil trap room where like he goes into it and the door shuts behind him and the door they go out of shuts and then it starts filling up with water
Instantly. Sploosh.
You don't have a drowning
yeah.
room?
And he got let in there because when the cop comes out, he's real suspicious. He's like, "Hi, I'm that guy who didn't believe in Panther Man earlier." He's like straight up got like half a Panther hat on still, and but like Mr. T just doesn't even notice. I guess he was like a black man in the '80s, so he's like, it's pretty normal for a cop to not care about crimes and be very suspicious.
Right.
So maybe that was his weak spot, that he didn't immediately clock it as Panther Man suspicious. He's just regular bad cop suspicious.
Right.
Anyway, he's drowning now.
Yeah, he's drowning, but he's saved by a character I haven't mentioned yet. But there's a baby seal that like
Oh, right. It imprinted on the Mr. T dog.
yes, Mr. T's dog, who's named Dozer,
Yeah.
and has a mohawk, and looks like someone's best guess at what a dog might be. But
Yeah, he looks a little bit like a monk drew him in like the margin of an illuminated manuscript.
exactly.
He does a lot of human shit. Like they hang off a ledge by their hands and paws at one point, and the dog's just like, yeah, sure, I can hang like a man.
Right. Which
Yeah,
is
they
weird because
animate
like
him.
adding the dog, then it's like, okay, so this is just, we are just doing Scooby-Doo, but he doesn't talk, but he does do some human things. Like, what are the rules? I don't know. It's very
We don't,
confusing.
yeah.
But so Mr. T, like the villains are escaping in a helicopter. And Mr. T just like hucks a piece of grate that was trapping him in the flood zone into the helicopter.
Snaps it
and
the fucking half.
Yeah. The villains, because it's a cartoon, they just fall out into the ocean and they're not exploded by the fiery wreck. And this is the first point at which I realized that they're gymnasts, because they haven't used their gymnast skills really to solve crimes or anything. And it hasn't really been mentioned. But now they're in the gymnasium at the school with no one there doing gymnast stuff. And Mr. T says that the Panther Men are going to be in jail until the kids are old, which I said was the second most punitive response ever by U.S. authorities to a Bay Area Panther-themed organization.
See, you knew we were getting political.
Yeah. The animators had given up by this point. They're not even animating this one guy's mouth at the end. Like Mr. Heath is just like, Mr. T has taught you well, and his mouth isn't moving. Jeff is,
They get tired.
They tut Jeff for trying to make money, I guess.
Yeah.
And and then it just wraps up with Mr. T's live action thing. Like,
Before you do the lesson, there was an important power scaling moment that I think will help people understand the immensity of Mr. T's strength. He's coming up some stairs and they throw a cannon at him down the stairs.
I forgot about that.
And he front kicks it like up 3 flights of stairs and like through the castle wall behind them.
Right.
So that's like what we're dealing. He's not just like a tough dude. He's full Hulk strength.
No, he's a superhero.
And completely invincible, according to all the episodes I've ever seen, where it just like, it seems to annoy him when you try to like stop him. He seems to be annoyed at the very concept of like, oh, this again?
Right.
Like I've already proven so many times that I am a god. How many times must we do this farce?
Mm-hmm. He's a Dr. Manhattan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're ready to hear the Panther Men lesson.
Yeah, so it's fine to make money, but if you try to make money off of other people, maybe it's not good.
Don't make money off of Panthers.
Don't make money off of Panther.
Don't be a Panther
So
Man.
it's like, it's just Jeff's thing had nothing to do with them. Like, he's like, oh, he almost stopped us from solving the mystery. Like, he really didn't. He just sort of like had this plan and then found out that it wouldn't work and was like ashamed. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess if I ever find myself in this specific situation, I won't try to sell Pantherman license plates, but like,
Yeah, don't sell branded merchandise until you're sure it's actually a monster. 'Cause
right.
it might just be a
Right.
guy. And nobody will want branded merchandise of some Panther maniac.
I love this
I
lesson.
disagree.
We should
Yeah.
teach more children to leave some money on the table. Like, not
That's
everything
true.
has to turn a profit. You just
That
enjoy
is a
the
good
Pantherman.
lesson. Yeah, like it's this beautiful thing that a rich maniac has given us. And like if that is what our rich maniac like real estate developers were doing today, that would be a beautiful world.
Yeah,
But we
if
don't
their
live in
islands were only for Panthermen,
Yeah.
it's a much more
the
innocent.
island of the Pantherman. And I just also want to point out that the theme song to Mr. T was composed by my personal fave, Haim Saban. I don't really care for his musical work or his children's television production. I'm just a big fan of his incoherent letters to the president demanding another $1 trillion for Israel.
Wow.
Our most political podcast ever. I don't think we solved America. I don't think we fixed
damn.
America. That's okay. There's one more lesson, and that's the episode I picked. The episode of the Mr. T cartoon that accidentally predicted a major disaster and ended the entire series forever. And we're going to get to that on the bonus episode. That's right. We're paywalling the salvation of America.
Einstein, Hunter, Frankfurt. Einstein, Hunter, Frankfurt. Unser Podcast genau. Und mit maximalen Schau. Dogg Frankfurt Podcast. Korrekt. Ja. Der Kraft ist nicht ohne. Schick die in die Hundezone. 4 Uhr eine Stunde. Komm schon, du kennst die Nummer.